Thunderbird. A Thunderbird is adventure. A Thunderbird says action. Even with the brakes on. A Thunderbird is a promise. There shall be light wherever it goes. Everyone has his someday car. For most of us, this is it. The style of it. The power of it. This is the car for the connoisseur. This is the night flight of a Thunderbird, powered by a big 350 horsepower Thunderbird Special V8. No other car handles or corners quite like the Thunderbird. Between the wide gauge of its wheels, all roads run straight and true. This is a car of many values and infinite refinements. In a word, a classic. Let there be a Thunderbird someday for you. Ask your Ford dealer when you can first take the wheel of the world's most wanted car.
No trip to Rome is complete without a visit to the fountains of Villa d'Este. Tonight, the Renaissance splendor of Villa d'Este serves as a dazzling background for the car honored in Rome by an international fashion authority for its classic beauty, the 1961 Ford. Beautifully proportioned to the classic Ford look. The car honored for its styling in Rome, the 1961 Ford.
For the first time, Detroit, America's Automobile Center, is itself the scene of the year's big show, the National Automobile Show, now at Detroit's new Cobo Hall. Presenting the exciting cars for 1961. Cars, strong on steel.
Beautiful.
Solid.
Smooth. Wow!
Strong on steel.
Dependable.
Durable.
Creamy. Wow!
New cars. Strong on steel.
And driving.
Is better than looking. Wow!
Don't wait.
Go! Don't walk. Run! Look! See!
Drive.
Love.
The cars for 1961. Now at your neighborhood automobile dealers.
You're ahead in a Ford. All the way.
Coming, the new 1956 Nash, Thursday, November 17th. It's the world's finest travel car.
Built for the long run, designed for the most fun. Nash is a long-distance car. It's sweet on the byways and fleet on the highways. The Nash is ahead by far. If you like to go places, see on a show places in this great land of ours. You'll want a Nash with all its flash and all its dash. You'll want Nash, the traveling car. A real hook the ground car, a big, safe and sound car, protecting those near and dear. A steel girder cruiser, this big, handsome cruiser can take it year after year. Nash is a road car, a big, heavy load car, the safest in every way. You're safer in a Nash with all its flash and all its dash. You'll love Nash, your traveling car.
On Thursday, November 17th, see the greatest travel cars ever built. The beautiful new Nash Ambassador and Statesman. Brilliant new beauty, blazing new power, exclusive new travel features. They're years ahead of all other cars. The new 1956 Nash, Thursday, November 17th at your Nash dealers.
Today's best buy. Tomorrow's best trade. Plymouth. Folks, here is how you can prove to yourself some important news about value in the new car that you buy. Visit your Plymouth dealer and look over this value finder on display in his showroom. You can compare Plymouth with 13 other makes. Now, this value finder clearly shows that Plymouth gives you more important new features than the other cars. And yet, Plymouth actually costs you so much less to buy. Now, only Plymouth in its field can give you the riding superiority of torsionaire suspension, total contact brakes, full-time power steering, automatic push-button drive, and proved Plymouth economy, and many more outstanding and exclusive features. And when trade-in time rolls around, you'll get more money back on your Plymouth, because Plymouth will still be the only 1958 car with all those features that puts Plymouth so far ahead. So, folks, if you want more car for your money today, more money for your car tomorrow, then you see your Plymouth dealer.
Plymouth, definitely best buy, best trade in the low price street. Plymouth.
This is a story of an industry in action.
Gonna take me a press, gonna take me some steel, gonna take my two hands and build an automobile.
How many dreams can you shape in a minute, an hour? Ask the people of Dodge.
Put in a rivet and a welded and a look alive. Wait till you see this baby drive.
What makes an engine go? Is it stock and steel and copper tubing, or infinite care and experience with men and women working together to bring metals alive?
Turn her out, Henry! Turn her out, Joe! We'll put her together, then watch her go!
Heads up, she's coming down. 2 months ago, 3 tons of unmined ore. Today, a designer's idea come to life.
Put a brand new body on a brand new frame. Tighten her up and give it a name. Call it a dot.
It's a proud name. Proud in tradition, proud in service. Swift and mighty in action.
I took me a press, I took me some steel, I took my two hands and built an automobile. I built a Dodge, I built a Dodge. Task Force 57 Chevrolet trucks are here. Task Force 57 Chevrolet. Champs of the Alcan run.
There's a road that lies under northern skies toward the land of the midnight sun. It crosses the crest of the great Northwest, and it's known as the Alcan Run. And from Dawson's Creek with a task force fleet of the 57 line, we'd blaze the way for Chevrolet to conquer the Alcan grind. Our engines were sealed, our tanks were sealed, for once we were underway, every mile of that ride would be certified by the seal of the AAA. Cameo Carrier 57. 1-ton panel 57. Dump body tandem axle. Van panel body low cab forward. 5-speed transmission tractor trailer. Tractor trailer Powermatic. The trucks of the Task Force Fleet.
A great new champion every weight, the mighty six, a great new eight. No other truck so up to date as Chevrolet, the champion of them all.
Fighting dust, fighting time on that long northern climb. Alone against all nature's might, these trucks made by Chevy, light, medium, heavy, roared into the wilderness night. The lightning flashed, the hailstorm crashed, the rain turned the road to paste. We drove our band through that washed-out land up into the Yukon waste.
The night is gone and here's the dawn. The motor's humming clear and strong. The great new champs are pushing on for Chevrolet, the champion of them all.
So we made our push through the Arctic bush on that ribbon of mountainous road, and we held our stride on that rugged ride in spite of the heavy load. Our Matic transmission locked in position, no shifting from drive to low, proving by test that Chevy is best wherever a truck can go.
We've got the power beneath the hood to set the pace no other could. We're out to tame the great Dogwood for Chevrolet, the champion of them all.
There were rivers to span with our caravan, and the valleys were wide and deep. Though the way was hard, with hydraulic retard, we held where the grades were steep.
Statistics say it's a AAA, it's a 72-hour drive. But we roared down into Fairbanks town in less than 45.
Chance of the L can run.
If you haul loads over all kinds of roads, Chevy trucks are number one. They're engineered best and proven by test the champs of the Al Can Run.
Passport 57 Chevrolet trucks are here. Passport 57 Chevrolet. Chance of the L can run.
But then, there's another handy way to get around and have fun doing it. The Renault Dauphine, the car made in France to make driving fun again. Balloons, please. Now, there's lots to talk about, so let's make the camera go fast. Watch for the fun car with the balloons. First, see the Dauphine's maneuverability in traffic. Look how it gets around and how it corners. Special axle design does that. And see how it accelerates and climbs. Driving economy gets up to 40 miles a gallon. Parking? The big car couldn't get into space. But watch this. With the Renault Dauphine, everybody's an expert. Lots of room for you to park inside. Handy as roller skates and twice the fun. Even has a city horn and a country horn. That's the Renault Dauphine. At any of 600 coast-to-coast sales, service, and parts headquarters. Won't you try it?
About the crazy new way to send a message today. It's flashed on a screen too quick to see, but still you get it subliminally. Put on your specs, pull up your chair, and see if you can see what's coming through the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 59 Chevy.
See it?
Isn't it beautiful?
Some car, huh, folks? That was the 59 Chevy just then.
All new, all over again.
In case you missed it going by,
We're gonna give you all another try. See it? Now that you've seen the new Chevrolet,
in a somewhat subliminal way,
we hope that you'll place your order right now
for the 59 Chevy.
Here's how. Just go see your Chevrolet dealer right now.
The 59 Chevy's due out Thursday, October 16th. But you can get the details and place your order in advance.
So come right in
and ride away to your Chevrolet dealer. For Chevrolet.
See it?
fun to see, fun to drive, fun to buy. The new Chevrolet.
It's a great new gas lamp, power fuel, Speedway 79, power fuel, the F-fuel gas fuel, and surpass Speedway power fuel.
The gas tank's connected to the gas line, the gas line's connected to the fuel pump, the fuel pump's connected to the carburetor,
And you get more power from power fuel. Carburetor connected to the intake valves, valves are connected to the cylinder head connected to the cylinder, and you get more mileage from power fuel. The cylinder's connected to the piston's connected to the spark plug's connected with the gasoline, and you run much smoother on power fuel. Speedway 79, power fuel, higher octane, power fuel. Everybody's raving about power fuel, Speedway 79.
So get yourself connected with Speedway.
Speedway 79.
Fill her up with SO Extra gasoline. The gasoline that stops cool weather stalling. Fill up with SO Extra and go!
This is the $16,000 Rolls-Royce. Many consider it the quietest, most luxurious car in the world. And this is a 1965 Ford. It rides quieter than a Rolls-Royce. Recently, Bolt, Beranek, and Newman, acoustical experts, tested two brand new Rolls-Royce cars against three 1965 Fords. The United States Auto Club certified the results. Cars were equipped with super accurate acoustical devices, tested under identical conditions. First, the Ford. Then the Rolls-Royce. On every road surface, at every speed tested, 20, 40, 60 miles per hour, the 1965 Fords actually proved to be quieter than the world-famous Rolls-Royce. It's a fact. Quality need not cost any more than a 65 Ford. Test drive the quiet one at your Ford dealers.
Independent automotive experts say that the most significant engineering advance of the year is Plymouth's Torsionaire ride. Let me show you what it's like to ride in a Plymouth. You're relaxed and comfortable behind the wheel. You turn onto a bumpy country road. Straight ahead is a railroad crossing. Watch how Torsionaire goes up and over without a jolt. Yes, Plymouth, with Torsionaire ride, takes it in stride. Now let's go over the tracks at the same speed in one of America's most expensive new cars equipped with conventional spring suspension. Quite a difference. How does it work? Well, these high-chrome torsion bars, which replace conventional springs, soak up the bumps and ruts with an easy rotary motion before they reach the frame of the car. The vertigo rods are not part of the operating mechanism, but are attached merely to show this rotating action. Plymouth's Torsionaire ride tames any kind of road. Let's drive over those railroad tracks again. First, Plymouth with Torsionaire ride. Now the same run with the expensive 1957 car that has outmoded spring suspension.
Meet the 64 Dodge Dart. The new kind of compact in the large economy size. Get behind the wheel of this one. Here's the compact you've been looking for. Family-sized room. Power to spare. Rugged. Good-looking as they come. Dodge Dart, the family-sized compact at the little compact price.
You gotta meet up with a dependable move up. With a dependable move up. With a dependables built by Dodge. Oh, boy!
64 Dodge Dart, the new kind of compact in the large economy size.
Storm coming up. It's the last run for Pat and Bud Hitchcock of Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now, here, they like to slide. But here, they need traction. And they get it with Suburbanites by Goodyear. The all-winter tires for more traction when it snows and more mileage when it doesn't. On cleared roads, Turnpike-proved Suburbanites give you more mileage than ordinary snow tires. Later, the storm hits on a treacherous backcountry road. Now the Hitchcocks need all the traction they can get, not only in a swirling snowstorm, but later in dangerous suburban slush and on slick city streets. For the Hitchcock family, it's just one more safe winter trip on Suburbanites. Suburbanites, now sale priced, starting at $15.95, plus tax and recapable tire. For more traction when it snows and more mileage when it doesn't, get Suburbanites at your Goodyear dealers.
Luster Cream Shampoo presents Jane Russell, beautiful Luster Cream Girl, star of The Big Rainbow, an RKO radio picture, color by Technicolor.
How would you like to win a brand new Cadillac just like mine? Well, maybe you can in the Luster Cream Shampoo Contest. Get Hollywood's favorite, Luster Cream Shampoo, in cream or new lotion form, plus the official contest entry blank with all the details about the contest. Then, just write the last line to the jingle you'll see on the entry blank. Your Luster Cream dealer will help you. And maybe you'll win one of the 6 new Cadillacs offered as first prizes. Plus, $1,000 to help you pay the income tax on the Cadillac you win. Other cash prizes amount to $27,000. You'll have plenty of chances to win, too, because prizes are offered each week until the end of the contest, October 23rd. So enter the Luster Cream Shampoo Contest right away. I hope you win a Cadillac.
Jerry Mahalka, who owns the #1 cab company, put custom Suburbanites by Goodyear on his taxi. Now let's go through a typical snowy day in this cab. 7:41 a.m. Take a teacher to school over slippery, hard-packed snow. Then drop off a passenger at the station and deliver a prescription. Then up snow-covered Buffy Hill and into a snow-clogged driveway. Next, out to the Holiday Hill ski area. Then back to take the kids home from school. Finally, 4:59 p.m. This taxi has gone through a typical winter day safely and surely. Here's why. Goodyear's custom Suburbanite puts the snow to work. The tire builds up blocks of snow behind each traction cleat. Then it uses them to push against, like starting blocks. And the car pulls away. Yes, Goodyear's custom Suburbanites put the snow to work. And they give up to 55% better traction on hard-packed snow and ice, thanks to 5,500 gripping edges and thousands of tiny tractionized teeth that claw and grip. Now the moral to our taxicab story from Jerry Mahalka, owner of the #1 cab company.
I have been in the taxi business for 18 years, and every winter my cabs used to get stuck until I changed to Suburbanites.
So put the snow to work with longer-wearing, quiet-running custom Suburbanites by Goodyear. They're another reason why more people ride on Goodyear tires than on any other kind. Get a pair of custom Suburbanites from your Goodyear dealer now.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the next 90 seconds, I will show you new car buyers how you can save hundreds of dollars when you buy a new Plymouth. I will prove to you that Plymouth gives you more and better transportation value than any other 1957 car, regardless of price. And here's why. One, Plymouth is recognized as the style leader of the year. Plymouth's advanced styling will stay in you for years to come. And that means you'll get more money back when you're ready to trade again. Two, Plymouth is the ride leader. Only Plymouth in its field has Torsionaire Ride, the sensational new suspension system that tames any kind of road. Three, Plymouth costs less to drive, as proved when Plymouth won first place in the 1957 Movogas Economy Run. Four, price. Don't forget, with all Plymouth's luxury, it's still a low-price car. Compare what other cars in the same price range offer you, and you'll see that Plymouth definitely gives you more car value for your money. So, friends, see your Plymouth dealer and let him show you how your year's ahead and money ahead with Plymouth. See your Plymouth dealer, PDQ. See your Plymouth dealer quick. Thank
you. Plymouth breaks the time barrier.
Suddenly, it's 1960. 1960 is here today.
Plymouth's traditionally great engineering breaks the time barrier to bring you 1960 beauty. 3 years ahead. Here's 1960 power, too. The fabulous Fury 301 engine. With Torsionaire Ride, Plymouth takes curves level. With new total contact brakes, Plymouth also stops level. No dip, no plunge. Who says tomorrow never comes? You're looking at it. Plymouth. 1960 new. Come on and drive it. 1960 is as near as your Plymouth dealer. Plymouth!
Tonight we're going to tell you a traveling kind of story. A story that cut across the whispering grasslands, straddled the big back mountains, stepped over the wide-mouthed rivers, and took us all for a spin. Let's go back now to the slow, sweet, small-town time of 1903, when the first Ford was sold, and it all began. Oh, people laughed and whooped. "Get yourself a horse," they said. But those Fords kept coming and moving along. Then in 1908, along came a real rambunctious buster of a car, and they called it the Model T. And for 20 years, the T was the symbol of the new American road. It drove up the steps of the White House, it drove from the Atlantic to the Pacific, and it wrote the geography books all over again. The 20s roared in like a golden age, and our golden chariot was the Model A. The Model A was the Charleston, the raccoon coat, and all the laughter of young America. In 29, the first station wagon came along, an oak-sided, square-rigged little ship that could carry just about anything. And of course, it was a Ford. There was the first Ford V8 in 32, with a whip-snapper of an engine that would click off the prairie miles better than any engine ever had before. There was the 37 Ford, a gray ghost eagle of a car. There was the 49 Ford, a free-flowing, straight-shouldered car that broke down the old ideas of style. The first truly fine car in the low-priced field. The 57 Ford, the 58 Ford, the 59 Ford. And there they all are, the Fords of a lifetime. And now, even though my story's ending, the Ford story's just beginning. Watch.
Presenting the world of 1960, a wonderful new world of Fords. For the first time in history, there will be 3 completely new kinds of Ford cars. The 1960 Fords, the finest Fords of a lifetime. The 1960 Thunderbird, the world's most wanted car. The 1960 Falcon, the new size Ford, the easiest car in the world to own. Coming October 8th, a wonderful new world of Ford.
It happens every day, countless thousands of times across the land. The car rolls up beside the expectant mailboxes, and the rural mail carrier delivers the eagerly awaited messages. A letter from overseas, a seed catalog, a milk check. Most often, the car that delivers the mail is a Chevrolet. And why? Because no car in America is better built to deliver day after day, no matter how rough the road. No car in Chevy's field stops so surely time after time, for Chevy has the largest brakes in its field. Dependability, that Chevrolet arrives as surely as sunrise, makes its appointed rounds regardless of weather or roads. He could tell you. When the holes are deep and the going's treacherous, Chevy's posi-traction takes hold. And the car moves strongly ahead. It's a good feeling. The power is there when you need it. On narrow, difficult roads, Chevy handles like the thoroughbred it is. Over rutted, bumpy roads, it glides. A full coil spring at every wheel protects the precious cargo. The famous Chevy High Thrift 6 engine holds its steady pace, surely without effort. Yes, in so many ways, in so many places. Chevrolet delivers. That car is a low-priced Biscayne 6, the kind that racked up better than 22 miles to the gallon in the mobile gas economy run. Chevrolet's a proud car, too. It shrugs off the workaday week when it's time to spruce up. Look at us shine. So there she is, tight, solid body by Fisher. Beautiful. Plenty of space. Visit your Chevy dealer and see how Chevrolet delivers.
Some time ago, the Volkswagen people went to see one of Italy's most famous automobile designers.
Buongiorno, signorina.
Buongiorno. Volete seguirmi, per favore?
Grazie. Buongiorno. Molto piacere.
Ben arrivati, prego, prego.
Buongiorno.
Hanno fatto buon viaggio? Ottimo, ottimo. Molto traffico in questi giorni, eh?
Se fosse formidabile. Bene, bene.
They gave him this assignment.
Quali miglioramenti?
What changes would you recommend in the design of the Volkswagen? He studied it and studied it. Then he said,
Ingrandire il finestrino di dietro.
make the rear window larger.
Solamente questo?
That's all?
Solo questo.
That's all. We did, starting with the 58. A Volkswagen is never changed to make it look different, only to make it work better.
You're high above California's Mojave Desert. You're watching the end of an unusual test of Super Shell gasoline, a mileage test that began more than 3 miles back. Each of those 10 cars started with exactly the same volume of gasoline. The 5 dark cars got gasoline we blended just like Super Shell, but without one of its 9 working ingredients, without platformate, Super Shell's mileage booster. The 5 white cars got exactly the same amount of Super Shell with platformate. The engines are as identical as engines can be.
The cars started together, accelerated to 50, and have held that speed ever since. The cars have traveled over 4 miles. Now, look. One dark car is out of fuel. So are the other dark cars. Every car without Platform 8 has run out of fuel and is slowing to a stop. Every car on Super Shell with Platform 8 is getting extra mileage. Platform 8 is one of Super Shell's 9 working ingredients to make your car work better. Stop at this clean white pump for good mileage. Super Shell.
Let Hertz put you in the driver's seat. Let Hertz take you anywhere at all.
This vacation, really let yourself go. Go Hertz Class. With a new Chevrolet or other fine car, you'll see things you've never seen before. Do things you've never done before. Hertz lets you change the pace completely. Go where you want, when you want. If you wish, take up to 20 months to pay with the new Hertz revolving credit plan. So why hold yourself back? You get a rest while Hertz does the rest.
Just let Hertz put you in the driver's seat today.
What does it take to be a Buick? It takes a car that makes every mile an adventure. Like the new 1964 Riviera by Buick. Adventure begins here and never ends. Riviera by Buick. A great and rare machine that a woman can admire and enjoy to the fullest, but only a man can really understand. Find a road yourself and discover adventure is a car called Riviera.
'98, a signature that is a hallmark of motorcar elegance. Elegance in the grand manner, styled with tasteful and subtle touches that distinguish the coachmaker's quest for excellence, marked by luxurious interiors of superb comfort and convenience. '98 by Oldsmobile. The engine, Super Rocket V8. The ride, all the smoothness you expect in Oldsmobile's finest. '98 by Oldsmobile. Motor car quality and elegance in the grand manner.
A first prize can take many forms, but there's only one grand prize in every field. In the personal sports car field, the grand prize is the Grand Prix by Pontiac. The most popular car of its kind, far and away outselling the 3 or 4 cars that could be compared with it. Among its awards, the '63 Automotive Certificate of Merit from the Industrial Designers Institute. See the new Grand Prix at your Pontiac dealer.
What does it take to be a Buick? It takes a car as wild and wonderful as the new Buick Wildcat for '64. When you go the way of the Wildcat, people take notice. They want to know more about your car. They'll want to drive it themselves. But beware, once they get behind the wheel, it's hard to get them out. '64 Wildcat. It's the wildest. And above all, it's a Buick.
Oldsmobile introduces Jetaway Hydromatic. Here is the most important development in automatic transmissions since the introduction of Hydromatic Drive. It is Jetaway Hydromatic, one of the sensational advancements in the new Oldsmobile for 1956. In Jetaway Hydromatic, Oldsmobile engineers have added a second fluid coupling, making Jetaway action liquid smooth through all gear changes. Jetaway delivers the most powerfully smooth action of any transmission ever designed. You glide from first to fourth gear in one unbroken surge of smooth power. Yet with all that added smoothness, Jetaway has more getaway than any other automatic transmission made. With its 2 fluid couplings and its exclusive hydromatic action, Jetaway will give your driving all the flow of fluid and all the go of gears. No other transmission can do that. So you see, there's a brand new driving experience in store for you when you get behind the wheel of a 1956 Oldsmobile. With its terrific new power team, Jetaway Hydromatic, and the Rocket T350 engine. Try it soon. Oldsmobile for '56. Now at your Oldsmobile dealers.
Big, broad-shouldered, commanding, in the true military manner. That's the Oldsmobile B44 Series 90, known as the Custom Cruiser. It's been called the finest 8 in the field of medium price, and it has the look that spells long-lasting quality. Here's true stamina styling, styling that will last along with the car, styling that takes its beauty from true sturdiness of design. And for those who like the super streamlined touch, here's the handsome, graceful Custom Cruiser Club Sedan. Performance? Try where you will to match it. For the B44 Custom Cruiser has an engine of greater firepower. It's designed throughout to help keep a busy America on the move.
The big cats are here for '68. The big steel cats. Mercury Cougar. Pound for pound, dollar for dollar. The best equipped luxury sports car in America with a deep V8 growl. Eyes that hide by day, shine by night. A tail that flicks brightly. All standard. This is the royal new Cougar XR7. Rich, glove-soft leathers and vinyl. Luxury with claws. Mercury Cougar XR7. One of 4 proud new Cougars. Lincoln Mercury. Better idea cars from the makers of Lincoln Continental.
This is Motor Trend Magazine's Car of the Year award. And the winner, selected by experts to receive the Oscar of the car business, Mercury Cougar Car of the Year. Mercury believes a man's car should be top cat. Mercury, the man's car. Cougar's award-winning excitement rages through every Mercury. See your Mercury man and drive the car of the year.
is an amazing new Ford. A luxury car without the luxury price. Test drive it soon at your nearby Ford dealers.
The drags. That's where Datsun proved it can beat everything in its class. It left the funny-looking car way behind and surprised some others who looked like they might do better, but didn't. Make the sound move to Datsun. You'll be a winner, too.
I came down to my classroom and I thought, oh, these children around my Camaro, and I thought, oh, they were touching it and putting their hands on it. That's Miss Miller's Camaro. That's Miss Miller's Camaro. Driving me absolutely crazy.
The payments on Miss Miller's Camaro are $64.83 a month.
Chevys are America's favorite used cars, from the 64 Stingray to the 59 Impala. And right now you'll find plenty of them. Slick 62s, gorgeous 63s, spectacular 64s, waiting at your Chevrolet dealer.
When there's no man around, Goodyear should be. Why? Watch this. Goodyear Double Eagle carries its own spare inside. Lifeguard safety spare. A tire in a tire. Keeps on going. Gives her a second chance.
Your nearby Ford dealer invites you to test drive a 65 Mustang 2+2.
The three people in the funny fur coats, they come in to buy 4 Atlas Black Iron tires and get 30 gallons of gasoline free, right?
No, boss. They just want to hold the sign that says American. They want to be our American standard bearers.
That's an old story.
What is?
The three bearers.
You expect more from American, and you get it.
They tack it on the price.
No, ma'am. You buy 4 Atlas Black Iron tires at my low price.
Then they give you cheaper gas.
No, ma'am. 30 gallons of Amoco unleaded gasoline free.
How do you get 30 gallons in my tank?
Well, we can't put all 30 gallons in at one
Oh,
time.
I knew there was a gimmick.
You expect more from American, and you get it.
I picked up my banjo and strummed out a concerto, which I called American Oil is giving away 30 gallons of gasoline free when you buy 4 Atlas Plycron tires. And then I came to find out they only have a concerto by that name.
Hooray, hooray, hooray. For American Ford.
Available where you see the special gasoline tire offer sign. The American Oil Company.
Because of my job, I know how the brakes are on most cars. I know how they corner and how they steer. There's nothing about the Camaro that I don't like.
The payments on Mr. Stevens' Camaro are under $70 a month.
The young young Impalas right on. Get right on with it at your Chevrolet dealers right now.
Ride the young Chevrolet. Be among those who say the right young Impala. Right on.
Hold your horses. Add a can of Wynn's friction proofing for engine. Get all the horsepower you paid for. Car out of tune? Add a can of Wynn's engine tune-up. Make that engine sing. Car burning oil. Add a can of Wynn's Automatic. Help your car shake the oil burning habit. Leaky, stuffy radiator. Add a can of Wynn's radiator additive to prevent rust. Stop leaks.
How many kinds of pumps at your station? Only 2? Signal has 3. The third pump has Signal's mid-ethyl gasoline. Richer than regular, cheaper than premium. 4 out of 5 users go farther with Signal's mid-ethyl at the third pump. Really goes. More and more ladies are discovering Signal's new third pump. The third pump contains Signal's mid-ethyl gasoline. Richer than regular, cheaper than premium. 4 out of 5 users go farther with Signal's mid-ethyl at the third pump. Worth looking into.
The Dodge boys are loaded with deals during Dodge Roundup days. See your Dodge dealer now.
Camaro will drive you absolutely mad.
Command performance from Chevrolet. Camaro is here.
Now your Chrysler Caravan takes you to Everywhere, USA for the success story of the year. This is the story of a remarkable climb. Not merely of a mountain or a hill, but a ride to new heights of popularity by a great and beautiful car. The sensational 1955 Chrysler. All year long, sales have been going up, up, and up. And the big news keeps coming in. In the East, dealers report Chrysler sales higher than ever. You see the evidence everywhere you go. More and more Chryslers. And it's the same in all the eastern cities. Record Chrysler sales. On the West Coast, dealers report Chrysler's biggest year yet. And you see the proof all over, city after city, town after town, on the highways, and at resorts. In fact, throughout the entire West Coast, more Chryslers are being sold than ever. Again, in the South, dealers report Chrysler sales at all-time high. You see more and more of these beautiful cars in southern residential areas, in southern cities, and in beautiful Southland resorts. In fact, everywhere, Chrysler sales are up 55% over 1954. There's a reason for this landslide. Find out what it is. Take the $100 million ride in this car with the $100 million look. Feel the unmatched power of Chrysler's mighty V8 engine. The silky smooth acceleration of Chrysler's Power Flight transmission. See the majestic view through Chrysler's super scenic windshield. Experience the perfect control of Chrysler's full-time power steering and the total assurance you get from Chrysler's power brakes. Take this $100 million ride and buy your Chrysler now. Now, in time for wonderful driving. Now, when you'll enjoy a bigger trade-in from your present car than you'll ever get again. See your Chrysler dealer and drive away America's most smartly different car. Make sure you don't strike out. Instead, go to a place where you know you can pick a used car that's sure to be a winner. A pennant winner, that is, from the finest selection of hand-picked, safety-checked late model cars in town during the big pennant winner sales at your Chrysler dealers now. Among them, many stunning late model Chryslers with more power features than most new cars. Such exclusives as Chrysler's mighty Firepower V8 airplane type engine, Chrysler's famous full-time power steering with full-time feel of the road, and big power brakes, standard on most late model Chryslers.
So look for this sign of top quality used car value. Get a pennant winner for a sensationally low price, only at your Chrysler dealers. Now.
Hi, Penny. Do you know what? My dad's got a new DeSoto. It's got push-button drive and torsionary ride and wonderful new constant control power steering. And it's long and low and lovely.
If I had my druthers, I'd rather have a DeSoto.
Contact. And take off in the Tempest Le Mans. The new Tempest series spiced with special custom trim, high-wing bucket seats, full carpeting, and floor-mounted stick shift. Pontiac punch and posh at a low, low price. Coupe or convertible. Tempest punches holes in the idea that gas economy means limp performance. You can get up to an honest 166 horsepower from the gas-saving 4 in a Tempest Le Mans. And Tempest is balanced like none of the others. With engine in front, transmission in the rear, there's equal weight on each wheel for biting traction and getaway grace. Independent four-wheel suspension with swing axles help Tempest take ruts, rills, and hills in flat, level stride. If you want custom trim, bucket seats, full carpeting, posh, punch, and low price, sample Pontiac's Tempest Le Mans at your Pontiac dealers now.
Meet the 1956 version of the Sleeping Beauty. Nothing must disturb her, even when traveling. And nothing does, for she rides in a new 56 Chevrolet four-door hardtop. Chevrolet's powerful engine is nursery room quiet. But don't let it fool you. This year, the hot one's even hotter. When power is needed, there's power to spare in Chevrolet's 205 horsepower Super Turbo Fire V8. Whether there's a real emergency or just a friendly challenge, the 56 Chevrolet can more than meet it. A touch of your toe puts you ahead, far ahead in any situation, and you arrive rested, relaxed. Because the 56 Chevy hugs the road, takes turns easily. More than comfort, these things spell safer driving control. And these safety qualities are built into every new Chevrolet, into the completely new 9-passenger station wagon, into the glamorous Chevrolet convertible for 56. See and drive the 56 Chevrolet, the liveliest, loveliest car in its field.
Here's a man out to win. It's a race for top acceleration on a quarter-mile run. 90, 100, 130 miles an hour in 11 seconds. Engines take a beating. Spark plugs misfire. Jack Thomas, champion driver, used a lot of gasolines before trying a special Sinclair gasoline with nickel. Now engine parts last longer. Spark plugs fire smoothly. Nickel makes the difference. The same nickel compound in Sinclair dyno gasolines for your car. Nickel cuts engine wear, saves repairs, so you get more miles per dollar at the sign of the Sinclair Dinosaur.
Here's a happy Christmas gift for everyone on your list. The famous Sinclair 6-transistor big reception radio, $3.98. Complete with carrying case, battery, and earphone. Get it where you see this sign at Sinclair dealers. Drive with care and buy Sinclair.
Sinclair, put that nickel in, put that magic nickel in. Only Sinclair gasolines have nickel, nickel, nickel.
Nickel is the reason why more and more motorists are turning in at the sign of Sinclair. The exclusive nickel compound in Sinclair gasolines has been proved in tests to reduce engine wear as much as 29%. With liquid nickel, lost power is restored. You save on repairs and roll up more miles per dollar. Money-saving nickel, exclusively yours in Sinclair, Dyno, and Dyno Supreme gasolines. And now take advantage of this special offer, a powerful 6-transistor Sinclair radio at a very special price, only $3.98 at your Sinclair dealers. Take it with you everywhere you go.
case, battery, earphone, and it's only $3.98 while they last, where you see this sign at your Sinclair dealer.
From Symphony Hall, a very special performance under the baton of the distinguished guest conductor, Dinah.
Sinclair puts that nickel in, puts that magic nickel in. Only Sinclair gasolines have nickel, nickel, nickel. Sinclair is the one to buy. Nickel is the reason why. Only Sinclair gasolines have nickel, nickel, nickel.
Sparkling performance brought to you by Sinclair, makers of the only gasolines with nickel compound. Liquid nickel cuts engine wear as much as 29% for more miles per dollar. Get sparkling performance in your car at the sign of the Sinclair dinosaur.
Who swims and slides like little boys? The Sinclair Dino Playmate. Who's soft and smiles at little girls? The Sinclair Dino Playmate. Get one at the sign of the Sinclair dinosaur. It's nearly 4 feet long, a durable, inflatable toy offered by your friendly Sinclair dealer. Regular $3.98 value, only $1.89. You can read to your Dino Playmate. Tip his hat. Shake his hand. Have all kinds of fun. Get one at the sign of the Sinclair dinosaur. The Dino Playmate, life of the party, great as a gift. Your friendly Sinclair dealer has them now, or he'll give you a coupon to order by mail. Get the Dino Playmate. Only $1.89. They're going fast, so hurry down. Everyone wants a Dino Playmate. Remember, your friendly Sinclair dealer says drive with care and buy Sinclair.
This driver got to this point 14 seconds sooner than this one. He could have killed himself and others in the process. 14 seconds saved. Was it worth it?
What's a White Hat Special? Your chance to nail down the deal of the year on a beautiful new Dodge Coronet 440. When it comes to price, we think it's a major breakthrough.
Let her rip. 67 Dodge Coronet 440. White Hat Special from the good guys. A new low package price on a whole lineup of special features. Vinyl top in white or black. Deluxe steering wheel. Special wheel covers. White sidewalls. Bumper guards front and rear. Fender-mounted turn signals. And 19 colors to choose from. White Hat Special.
So come on, try on a White Hat Special for size. Only the good guys could put together a deal like this. The Dodge Rebellion wants you.
Hey, Mr. McGann, this car at the Sky Chief pump.
Yes, what about it,
Well,
Fillmore?
the driver is a chimpanzee.
Well, of course he's a chimp. Fillmore, we Texaco dealers made a solemn promise to give every customer our check and double-check service. And there's absolutely no mention on this promise about it not applying to chimpanzees. Now, you get started and I'll talk to the driver. Sorry about the delay, sir, but my assistant is checking your oil, water, battery, windshield, and double-checking.
That's my chimpanzee you're talking to.
Oh, then you're the driver of this car.
Of course, he's not old enough to drive.
Oh, I guess it was the wrinkles that fooled me.
Check and double-check service. Another good reason.
You can trust your car to the man who wears the star, the big, bright Texaco Star.
Oh, hi. Is your compact so crowded it feels like standing room only? Well, then you're on the wrong track. Join the Dodge Rebellion!
Just the ticket. 67 Dodge Dart GT. The year's best new compact. Breathtaking. Original. A big new idea in size and design. And the big news is everywhere. In here, where everybody travels first class. Here, there, and out here, where you'll be seen in the year's most wanted compact. 67 Dodge Dart GT.
Here come the Dodge boys
Those good guys are back.
with a look in their eye.
They mean business this time.
Their deals are great. Now's the time to buy. See the Dodge boys now for a new kind of deal.
Now here's a car partner you just can't beat. Coronet's the name, and it's a real family treat. Feature for feature, Dodge Coronet's got more. What we call standard, others charge you for.
Join the Dodge Rebellion.
During Operation 67.
They're going to town. They're going to trade. The Dodge boys deal has the others afraid. You just can't beat
Brand X is worried.
the Dodge boys deal.
There goes the other leading brand. Strike up a deal with the Dodge boys. You can tell they're good guys. They all wear white hats.
Oh, hi there. Are the high-rising costs of big car luxury getting you down? If you don't want to pay that big car toll, join the Dodge Rebellion!
Ready to fall for a new car? This is the new 67 Dodge Polara. Out to steep you in luxury without sending you overboard on price. And if you think Polara looks good from here, how about a new perspective? Where the tail light and rear deck have to be the hot new architecture of 67. Want another point of view? Take the wheel. There's a great performance going on, and Polara's 383 cubic inch V8 is the power behind it. 67 Dodge Polara, the one you can't walk away from.
Drop in at your Dodge dealers. The Dodge Rebellion wants you.
Bo, we got it. We got it.
You got what?
We found a way to put Simonized car wax and Simonized car cleaner all in one push-button can.
And just how does it work, Professor Nitwit?
Come on, we'll show you.
Come on, we'll show you.
Come on,
Now look, it squirts on. You push the button. See? See? And then what? You spread it around and let it dry.
And it's really Simonized, is it?
Watch this.
Sure, it's Simonized. Look at that shine.
We'll be famous. We'll make a fortune. We'll call it Instant Simonized.
Instant Simonized, you lame brains. You can already buy Instant Simonized everywhere.
Instant Simonized? They thought of it too?
Simonized thinks of everything. Try Instant Simonized, another easy new way to brighten your day. From Simonized Company.
Hey, Phil, just a few bucks a month more than the two most popular smaller cars buys a Chrysler. Hey, Eugene, just a few bucks a month more than the two most popular smaller cars buys a Chrysler. Hey, Claude, just a few bucks a month more than the two most popular smaller cars buys a Chrysler.
This is the first car I ever owned. I call her Cynthia. She's going to have the best care a car ever had. Put Royal Triton in Cynthia's little tummy.
Right, lady.
Cynthia will just love that Royal Triton.
Let's leave the home of this happy breed for a moment and follow a modern American family that isn't at home. And no wonder. The weather's just right for a trip, and so is their car. A new Ford Custom Line Victoria. A new and lower-priced Victoria. It's powered by the mighty Ford V8 engine. The road is long, but miles don't matter because this is a car born for the open road. And the longer the trip, the more they realize what a comfortable, easy-handling car Ford is. This is the first stop they've made in 200 miles. Let's see how the trip's going.
Afternoon, sir. Fill her up?
If you will, please. Boy, that's quite a road.
Well, you got the car for it. Every Ford owner that comes in here tells me that.
Oh?
Hi, son. Tired after that long drive?
Nope. I like to ride in our new car.
Who doesn't? You know, I used to think you needed an expensive car for long-distance driving. We think the ride's just as comfortable in our new Ford.
Well, you should. A Ford is engineered like the expensive cars. I've seen them all up in the grease rack, and believe me, in a Ford, you've got a lot of car under you.
What are you doing, Jimmy? I'm watching the man check the oil, man. You wouldn't be interested.
Well, that's all right, son. She'll be driving a Ford someday, too, probably. Well, young lady, how are you enjoying your trip?
Fine, thank you. How do you know? You've been asleep all the way. Say, mister, what's this padding under the hood for?
Well, son, that's extra sound insulation. That's one of the reasons your sister's been sleeping so soundly. You won't find that on other low-priced cars. Well, you don't need any oil, sir. It's a real snug engine.
Good. Okay, kids, climb aboard. Oh, thank you very much.
Don't forget your change, sir. You'll be getting plenty of extra change driving this baby. You know, a Ford like yours won the Mobile Gas Economy Trophy. But believe me, you win every time you pull up to a gas pump.
Well, thanks. So long.
So long. Have a nice trip.
Thank you.
When you go in a 56 Ford, you'll go first in economy, first in performance, and first in safety. See your Ford dealer soon.
If Clark Premium Gasoline with not one, but two great DuPont anti-icers can get this thing started, think what it'll do in your car.
At the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah, Shell makes automotive history. 2 cars, no drivers. No drivers to affect the mileage in any way. Car number 1 has Super Shell without platformate, a mileage ingredient. Car number 2, Super Shell with platformate. On each car, a smoke bomb will go off the moment the fuel runs out. Steering is done by a Barrett guidance system, a step toward cars and highways of the future. Sensing coils under the chassis receive a signal from a buried cable to keep the cars going straight. They've been running about 11 minutes now, and look, the car without platformate has used up its fuel and is coasting. Smoke marks the spot. Now driverless car number 2. Through and beyond on the same amount of gasoline. Finally, out of gas. If you want good mileage, get Super Shell, good mileage gasoline, wherever you see this sign.
They'll know you've arrived when you drive up
in the 1958 Edsel, the car that's truly new from nameplate to taillights. New from the front. New from the side. New from the rear. Only Edsel has the sleek, clean line design that sets it apart from the look-alike cars. And it combines new looks with the newest V8 engines in the world, the big new Edsel 400 and the power-packed Edsel 475. It is unlikely you have ever driven a car with so much real, usable power as the Edsel. And with Edsel's exclusive Teletouch drive, you drive more safely, more easily than you ever have before, because both hands can stay at the wheel while the Edsel shifts electrically. There's even the added luxury of new Edsel air suspension that's just like riding on air, because you are. And remember, of all the medium-priced cars, car for car, across the board, the 1958 Edsel is the one that's new and the lowest price, too. So see your Edsel dealer.
Wait a minute, honey. I'll do this job. Only take a few hours. Your car won't look like the same one.
Wait! I found an easier way to polish your car with DuPont No. 7 Auto Polish.
Number 7 Auto Polish makes cars look new. Dirty, grimy cars are easy to do. Weathered paint and dirt and grime are lifted away. Get DuPont No. 7 Auto Polish today.
When weathered paint and traffic film make your car look old, rub on DuPont No. 7 Auto Polish. It lifts away the grime. Wipe it off and your car looks showroom new. No. 7 Auto Polish is easy to use, ideal for any car, any kind of paint. It's from DuPont, the makers of auto polish who know car finishes best because they make finishes. You'll find DuPont No. 7 products wherever auto supplies are sold.
Get DuPont No. 7 Auto Polish today for a new car color brilliance.
Now Chevrolet, bringing you the new 1962 Chevrolet, Corvair, and Chevy 2 in its new world of worth presents this portion of Route 66.
Running, running, always running, running and running. Jobmaster trucks by Chevrolet with high torque power for 62.
The Chevrolet fleet side, smoothest riding, easiest working light-duty truck in the business.
Working, working, always working, working and working.
New styling and hood design that enable the driver to see as much as 10.5 feet closer to the truck.
Saving, saving, always saving, saving and saving.
Now Chevrolet medium and heavy-duty trucks are available with dollar-saving Chevrolet GM diesel power. Looking for trucks that keep running, working, saving? Your Chevrolet dealers got them.
Jobmaster trucks by Chevrolet with high torque power for 62.
Here comes the 62 Corvair. Corvair for 62 tackles the grasping mud and muck of Florida's treacherous Withlacoochee swampland. Watch as the 62 Corvair claws a trail through this glue-like ooze. Now Corvair cuts through the water wasteland and its hidden sinkhole. With its engine in the rear, Corvair's drive wheels have more push. Corvair fights the sucking swamp, grinds its way right through the strangling mud, and keeps rolling. family car with sports car flair. The 1962 Corvair. See them, try them, enjoy their incredible performance. Corvair for 62, part of Chevrolet's new world of worth at your Chevrolet dealer. Watch. This load, requiring about 97 cubic feet of cargo space, is easily handled by Chevrolet's roomy Impala Wagon 463, the wagon with the jet-smooth look of luxury, plus Chevrolet's new Easy Care features, including new self-adjusting brakes and longer life aluminized muffler. And for that jet-smooth ride, a coil spring at every wheel. It's Chevy Showtime 63. See the spacious new Chevrolet Impala wagon at your Chevrolet dealers now.
Chevrolet, ole, we made the Baja run, toughest run under the sun. Chevrolet.
To Baja, California, Mexico from Michigan. New Chevrolet trucks for 63 is trim and tough as trucks can be. Production model set to go from Michigan to Mexico. This is Baja, where trails are roads. These are the trucks and their back-breaking loads. New light duties with independent front suspension, coil springs tight with tension. Walk these trucks over a trail where a truck cannot afford to fail. These rugged trails are far different from Mexico's other roads, but thanks to new solid front axles and variable rate springs, Chevrolet's new medium and heavy duties can take a brutal beating. Keep right on going. Now from Chevrolet, two new 6-cylinder engines, the High Torque 230 and the High Torque 292. Great new engines, lots of hustle, diesel power, long on muscle. New Chevrolet frames stand up to the ride, take constant pounding right in stride. These new medium and heavy-duty trucks have front fenders up to 7 inches narrower for easier handling. Cabo San Lucas, we're halfway done and we're pushing back to Michigan. See the new 63 Chevrolet trucks at your Chevrolet dealers. Performance proved on the Baja Run.
Chevrolet, ole, we made the Baja run, toughest run under the sun. Chevrolet, ole, ole.
Here's someone like you or me, a Chevrolet OK used car salesman, at the start of another day. The OK used car salesman is the man to look for because he works for your authorized Chevrolet dealer and has a wide variety of used cars on hand. So take a look, then have a talk with an OK salesman. You'll like him, and he'll help you. Choose the used car or truck you want at a fair price. Here's where he works, your Chevrolet dealer's OK used car lot. So when you're in the market for a used car, see this man, the Chevrolet used car salesman.
Introducing new Chevrolet truck engines with high torque power.
in all 1962 Chevrolet Jobmaster trucks, starting with a new high-torque 409 cubic inch V8 engine. The most powerful, the workingest engine ever offered by Chevrolet.
Working and working, working every day. Jobmaster trucks by Chevrolet.
Now Chevrolet trucks harness the future with diesel power. Chevrolet GM diesel power in a 4-cylinder engine for medium-duty Jobmaster trucks. And for the first time in Chevrolet light-duty trucks, the high-torque 261 cubic inch 6-cylinder engine, a powerhouse of strength and durability.
Running and running, running all the way. Jobmaster trucks by Chevrolet.
Chevrolet brings you a whole new world of worth in new Chevrolet trucks for 1962. New power, new styling and hood design that allow the driver to see the road as much as 10.5 feet closer to the truck. They're built with Chevrolet's famous independent front suspension that smooths out the bumps, beefs up the profits. And here's a pair of Chevrolet profit builders with air-cooled engines, the Corvair ramp side and the big hauling Corvan.
Saving and saving in every way. New Jobmaster trucks for 62 by Chevrolet.
See the money-saving Jobmaster trucks for 62, part of the new world of worth at your Chevrolet dealers now.
Hello there, everybody. This is Mel Allen. I've had the pleasure of reporting many of the leading sports events over the years, but today I want to show you something that's going to make a great deal of difference in the performance of your car. It's an actual demonstration, and an amazing one, of what ethyl gasoline can do for your car. Approaching this hill is a car that has been tuned up for most efficient performance, the way yours should be. But this car can draw its gasoline from either of two containers. This one contains ethyl gasoline, and this one contains ordinary gasoline. Now, let's see the important difference in the performance of this car using those two gasolines. We're climbing this hill running on ordinary gasoline. Listen to that knock. And see how we have to cut our speed to get rid of it? Now we're switching over to ethyl gasoline as the car continues up the hill. Is there a knock? Let's listen. No, sir. The speedometer picks up speed at the touch of a toe, thanks to ethyl gasoline. Now this test should prove to you, as it did to me, that if you fill up your tank with ethyl gasoline, why, you'll get the most efficient performance from your car. And that's doubly important these days. So why don't you do what I do? Fill up wherever you see this famous ethyl emblem. There's a powerful difference. Take it from me, Mel Allen.
You parents ought to know something. Football's not just for us fathers anymore.
That's right. Now the whole family's enjoying NFL action player stamps from DX. Great to collect and trade. You get 9 stamps free every time you stop at a participating DX station. While you're there, buy a Stamp Saver album. Regular edition, 89 cents. Deluxe, $2.49. Get NFL action player stamps free at DX.
Us kids love them.
Tucumcari, Rimrock, Cochise. This is poetry of our land. Poetry that rolls across the West like thunder across the plains. Steamboat Springs, Dangerfield, Cheyenne, Yellowstone. These names are a part of our heritage, a living reminder of the land of far horizons. And in this land of vast distances and big skies, people know what long-distance driving really means. No wonder so many of them rely on Phillips 66, the gasoline that won the West. Phillips was bred for distance, out where long-distance driving is a way of life. That's why it gives you more gallop per gallon. Next time you buy gasoline, remember this famous name, Phillips 66, the gasoline that won the West.
They don't make money like this anymore. What a ring it had. It made you feel rich just to carry it. Today's money just isn't as much fun. So we suggest you carry as little of it as possible and carry a Phillips 66 credit card instead. It lets you sign for gasoline and oil at nearly 27,000 Phillips service stations from coast to coast, more than 800 marinas, and nearly 400 airports around the country. It lets you take up to 6 months to pay for tires, batteries, and other accessories. Pick up an application blank at any Phillips 66 station. A Phillips credit card may not be as much fun as silver dollars, but think of the wear it'll save on your pockets.
Have you ever seen this much dough? Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And only your DX dealer is giving it away. It's called the Extra Dough and Sweepstakes. You can win 2 ways. The dough means you can win up to $1,000. You'll recognize Grover Cleveland when you see him. $100. That's my good friend Benji Franklin. $5. You've seen Honest Abe before. $3, $2, and $1. The sweepstakes means you can win a new Pontiac Firebird, an RCA color TV and stereo, a Learjet auto stereo tape player, a road racing set, or an instant loading camera. Like I said, pal, you can win 2 ways with this little ticket you get from your DX dealer. 265,000 of you are going to win, and you could win up to $1,000. Play the Extra Dough and Sweepstakes in any participating DX station.
Miss Emily is a Phillips 66 customer because Phillips 66 gives her more gallop per gallon. Get more gallop per gallon from Phillips 66, the gasoline that won the West. Phillips 66. Some people are Phillips 66 customers because Trop Arctic Motor Oil gives them car insurance in a can. Protect your engine against wear. Get Phillips Trop Arctic Motor Oil. Phillips 66. Now you can get a Phillips 66 cowboy hat of your own for just 49 cents at any Phillips 66 station where you see these signs. And there's a size for everyone in the family. Only at Phillips 66.
Harry, we're almost out of gas.
Oh, no worries, sure. I'll stop at the first Phillips 66 station we find.
But Harry, the needle's on the Big E, and you just passed a gas station back there.
I know, Angel, I know. But at Phillips 66, we get that famous Western hospitality. Don't worry, baby. When we get to that Phillips station, he'll check our oil, water, tires, clean our windows. And many dealers even vacuum clean your car free. All you have to do is ask.
Well, Harry, but do they sell gas?
Precious, Angel, darling. The gasoline that won the West.
At Phillips 66, you get the gasoline and the hospitality that won the West.
Just a minute, Harry. How far is the next Phillips station from here?
You're about to witness a dramatic test. Veteran test driver Horace Plumley has volunteered to make a cross-country motor trip without a penny in cash, only a Phillips 66 credit card. Horace knows he can sign for all his gas and oil in 49 states, including Hawaii and Canada, too. He knows he can charge tires, batteries, and other accessories and take up to 6 months to pay. And he knows his Phillips credit card will be honored at all Quality Courts motels. Yes, sir, a Phillips 66 credit card is a mighty good thing to have when you travel. But take along a little something for the tolls.
People buy gas because they have to. People buy Skelly because they want to.
5 different gasolines.
5 different octanes. 5 different prices.
All from Skelly.
New low compression car.
Skelly Skeltane.
Car ping on regular.
Step up to 50/50. Hot car, top premium Kia Tane.
We wouldn't have 5 different octanes.
If a lot of people didn't
Need them.
And want them.
And use them.
People like you.
Go modern. Go Skelly and save.
The 12 Hours of Sebring, 1972. Every car had to run on a gasoline like those you can buy. 16 of the 61 starting cars used Super Shell. Pit Stop, Lola, fuel, Super Shell. Ferrari, fuel, Super Shell. Porsche, fuel, Super Shell. On into the night. The winners, number 1, Ferrari, 2, Ferrari, 3, Alfa Romeo, all on Super Shell. In fact, 5 of the first 10 finishing cars used Super Shell. For good performance in your car, try Shell, Super Shell, or non-leaded Shell of the future. Because Shell products perform.
The perfect robbery, and you forget to put gas in the car.
Don't worry, boss. There's a Phillips 66 station.
Fill her up?
Yeah, fill her up with Phillips 66, the gasoline to Wonder West.
Yes, sir.
You'll never catch us now, boss. Phillips 66 gives your car more gallop to the gallon.
Quick. Just give us a quarter's worth.
Yes, sir.
What's he doing now?
He's checking the oil and stuff, boss. It's part of Phillips' famous Western hospitality.
Hey, forget the windshield.
Just clean up around the bullet hole, sir.
Don't bother.
Now, if you'll step out, sir, I'll vacuum out your car for you.
Please. No more service.
Yes, sir. That'll be 25 cents out of $1,000.
At Phillips 66, you always get that great Western hospitality.
Yeah, great.
What do sports car owners look for in a car? It's this, and this, and the looks to go with it. If you're that kind of driver, this is your kind of tire. The Firestone Super Sports 500. Many of its features were first developed in racing. Special high-speed construction, welding nylon cord body to tread bars that minimize wavering at high speeds, with wraparound tread for sure-footed traction. Super Sports 500 from Firestone. Newest 125-mile-per-hour tire. Great for 60-mile-per-hour drivers, too. For that Super Sports look, for high performance, for greater safety, get a set of custom wheels to match. The Super Sports 500 at your Firestone dealer or store.
On a day just made for fun, this car is at its very best. The Corvair Monza by Chevrolet. Beautiful, youthful, zestful to see. With the practical convenience of a fold-down rear seat as standard equipment. And now for 61, the Corvair Monza has a new running mate, the Monza 4-door sedan, that makes sports car flair and fun a family affair. You can choose as an extra cost option sports car type bucket seats, deep, rich, relaxing. The practically flat floor has twist carpeting throughout. The Corvair Monza, now in an all-new 4-door model with that sports car flair for going and Corvair's flair for saving, now at your Chevrolet dealers.
This is the route. 66 heading west. Tonight, Chevrolet takes you to the western frontier, Tascosa, Texas. In the 1880s, a roaring frontier town. Names like Billy the Kid and Pat Garrett rode in, paused, then moved on again. They say if you listen close, you can still hear the cries of the trail bosses.
But today, you'll more than likely hear the happy shouts of youngsters. For old Tascosa goes by the name of Cal Farley's Boys Ranch, a ranch which 260 boys call home. 260 boys. And this is their family car, a 1961 Parkwood station wagon. In use from dawn to dusk, this 9-passenger Parkwood takes on all kinds of chores. Take the other day. The boys used it as a chuck wagon on an overnight campout. Carrying young members of the ranch and a full supply of gear to the evening campsite, it took to the hills like a thoroughbred. A full coil spring at every wheel protected the precious cargo. And the ride was jet smooth, even for 9. And with its third seat, this Parkwood carries more passengers, more gear. Even a hidden compartment under the third seat comes in mighty handy. On the range or back at the ranch, this Chevy wagon answers the need of 260 boys. Yes, sir. You'll find a Chevy Parkwood worth a lot, and it costs so little. Fact is, you'll find all the new Chevys are worth more. Just as you found here on Route 66, heading west.
For things like these, which trucks must carry, Chevrolet introduces 3 brand new economy delivery trucks. The Corvair 95. First American trucks with Corvair's better balance and load distribution. Exclusive advantages you get only when the engine's in the rear. This Corvair 95 is called the load side, carrying capacities a tremendous 1,900 pounds. Look at the 95's terrific visibility, and look at that front seat, 3 men wide, and they can be wide men. Here's another Corvair 95, the ramp side, with a feature that sets it apart from every other pickup in the USA. That's right, the side folds down to form a ramp, especially helpful when the load's too heavy to lift. And here's the big new Corvan. Its huge 191 cubic feet of cargo space is easy to get at through the big double doors, on the right and in the rear. And look at that low loading height. As with all Corvair 95s, the Corvan suspension is something special in trucks. 4-wheel independent coil springs, so even delicate instruments ride safely. Check into the Corvair 95. You'll find them and whatever kind of truck you want at your Chevrolet dealer's greatest show on work. A beauty. But what's the 1961 Chevrolet really like? Who really knows?
I can tell you, if you let me speak for the man who designed it. A designer takes the features people want in a car and puts them in the handsomest package. And we're really proud of the 61 style. Look. This line gives the car a new look of lowness, even though the 61 Chevy is only a shade lower. It seems more trim. And this line helps give the car a look of length, although actually we've polished Chevy's outside dimensions down to a shorter, slimmer, more practical size. And yet inside, we've kept all the room and the comfort. Here's something you'll like. The 61 Chevys are easier to enter. The forward-sloping windshield pillar allowed us to make the door openings as much as 6 inches wider. The 61 Chevy's a graceful design blend between styling and engineering.
Here at Engineering, we've put the best features of all the Chevys into this 61. We've added some extra touches. Take this seat. We dropped the floor pan. Now the seats are higher and more comfortable. We moved the gas tank forward. for a more useful trunk space. And that solid body by Fisher rides quieter than any car we've ever made before. Personally, I think this is the best car we've ever built.
Here's where the Chevys are really put together. And I'll tell you this, there's never been one with more built-in worth. I get mine tomorrow.
What's the new 1961 Chevrolet really like? Come in and judge for yourself at your Chevrolet dealer. The greatest show on worth.
For 1961, your passport to profit begins with a 1961 Chevy truck. Worth more because it works more. And Chevy's proved it across America with well over 250,000 torsion spring Chevy trucks. From Montana, poultry farmer Harry Hansen.
Eggs are mighty fragile, and folks don't want them scrambled before they get there. And next to the hen, Chevy's my best friend.
And from Los Angeles, dispatcher Dick English reports,
for our money, nothing's going to equal them, dollar for dollar, or mile for mile.
And from the heart of Dixie, Alabama contractor Comer Green.
Believe me, our drivers really appreciate the easy ride and cab comfort of these Toshin Spring Chevys.
Proved across America, Chevy trucks are your passport to profit for 1961. See your Chevrolet dealer now.
Well, this is it, sir, the newest Ford of them all, the retractable hardtop.
What do you mean retractable hardtop? It's an open convertible, isn't it?
The top is inside the trunk, sir.
Oh, you mean a steel top?
Exactly, a steel top. Why don't you get in and raise the top yourself?
Yeah,
I'll do it, dear. You just stand and watch.
Honey, I'm the man in the family. Let me do it.
You don't have to be a man to do it. Anyone can do it.
Lucy, honey, look, you know how to take ice cubes out of a refrigerator, but this is an automobile. It's a complicated machinery. Women just don't understand it. Hey, Lucy, put on the brakes. The trunk is open.
Just be calm, dear.
It's all right, sir. You see, it's all automatic. When you press the roof control, the rear deck lid sweeps up. The roof rises out of the trunk, swings up. Watch it now. And finally, set screws automatically lock the roof to the windshield. There. From an open convertible with room inside for a weekend's worth of luggage to a hardtop, all in a matter of seconds.
Oye, caramba, te quiero comprar el coche. ¿Cuánto dinero tú quieres? Te doy ahora mismo el dinero que tú quieras.
What did he say?
I don't know, but I think the gleam in his eye means you're getting through to him.
Isn't it wonderful, honey? Hey, I like to put the top down, may I?
Of course.
Move over, honey. It's my turn now.
All right, all right. Some men are just like little boys when it comes to a new Ford.
Yeah, well, I know, but move over. Let me do it.
You've just witnessed the happiest revolution in motoring pleasure that ever took place. A revolution made possible by Ford's advanced engineering. Again, Ford goes first with the world's most exciting automobile.
Land of the oldest living things on Earth. The more than 4,000-year-old bristlecone pines. Arid highland 2 miles in the sky, windswept and tortured by sand, mountain rock left gaping and jagged by endless erosion. Now to this land, a visitor. By special permission of the United States Forest Service, the incredible Corvair for 1964. Chevrolet's rear-engine success steps out with spirited sports car flair to prove its feet hold fast. If there's a skeptic left, let him watch now. The kicker, a deep-throated rear engine of improved performance with a nearly 19% increase in maximum power. With the engine mounted in the rear, there's extra wings. Here, where the fight is fought. with independent suspension. Corvair hangs on tight. Corvair for 64. Extra weight in the rear. Less weight up front. Result in steering that's easy, responsive, even here. The last leg of a brutal climb. Corvair at your Chevrolet dealers now.
Come inside the 1964 Impala Sport Coupe by Chevrolet. You may be spending a lot of time here, so take a good look around. The moment you open the Body by Fisher door, you see the jet-smooth luxury of Chevrolet. Long-wearing fabrics grace the deep cushioned seats. Subtle geometric patterns are matched with tone-on-tone weaves. Luxurious deep twist carpeting throughout reflects the decorator touch, so characteristic of all 1964 Chevrolets. Why buy a more expensive car when you get such elegance in Chevrolet for 1964? See it tomorrow at your Chevrolet dealers.
He's interested. She's bored. Now, she's interested and he's bored. Ah, but here they found something that interests them both. The new 1956 Ford. And no wonder. The 56 Ford has everything anyone could want and more. Already, he sees himself behind the wheel, in command of Ford's 225 horsepower Thunderbird Special V8 engine, now available in all Ford Fairlane and station wagon models. Naturally, he goes for its more instant response and extra passing power. This mighty engine has the most displacement and highest torque in its field. But while his thoughts are on power, her thoughts are on styling. Styling inspired by the Thunderbird. And wherever she goes, she knows Ford's sleek lines will be in perfect taste. She knows, too, that she'll always be proud to invite her friends inside, because the interiors of every 56 Ford reflect true luxury. New upholsteries and smart new appointments help to make the 56 Ford the best-dressed car anywhere. So when you see it at your Ford dealers, we're sure you'll reach the same conclusion as this smart couple. The 56 Ford is the car for you. It's the world's largest selling 8. See it. Test drive it at your Ford dealers.